Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Clone Wars Season 5, Episode 18. After taking a week off and giving you guys a quick update, it is the 12th of November, so if you wanted to keep an eye on my, No Shave November progress, it's okay. I thought it might have been in a little bit more by now. It looks a little more in when I don't have these bright lights shining on me. The bright lights really make this part look a lot thinner. But anyway, regardless, you guys don't care. I just figured I'd let you know. But yeah, last episode we had a crime scene, right? We had a bombing, and we had to have Anakin and Ahsoka investigate it because they were the only ones not here, and it could have been a Jedi that did it. So since they were the only ones not here. But it seems like they found someone, but they alluded that there was something much bigger going on. So, are we gonna move into that bigger thing, or do we just move on to something else for now, and maybe that bigger thing pops up later? I don't know. So, or was it just like an ominous, like, ooh, and then it never gets touched again, But yeah, let's jump into this and see what happens. We're going to start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Courage begins by trusting oneself. Letter. Luminous beings. Damn. That was pretty. Oh, jeez. I hate the way he talks. Even though, like, I don't disagree with some of the things he says, it's just such a pompous way of talking. Masters. Ooh. Oh. How sweet. I remember that. She has the... I can't remember her name, but she has the vibes of, like, she's gonna do something. Like, the way she talks and, like, such... Like, the look she keeps giving and the way she's talking just gives me vibes that she's gonna make some kind of move. Oh. Interesting. Well, will she let revenge win, or what her master's words win? That was a very tight fit for that ship entering that hangar. Reminds me of trying to land some of the ships in the Star Citizen where your wings are nearly touching either side. Some of the facial animations in the beginning were actually really solid this episode. I wasn't sure where they were gonna go with that at first. The ominous music gives me vibes. Oh. By who? Oh boy. Hmm. Oh no! Damn! Well, that's not gonna look good for Ahsoka, right? Well, that's not good. Ahsoka was talking about revenge and stuff. How do you prove that it wasn't Ahsoka that did it? Damn. That's crazy. Alright. It almost looks even worse that Ahsoka was like, how can I help you? You know, almost looks like she's using the Force to do it or something with her hands. Oh my god. See? I told you. If only she didn't hold her hands that way. Hmm. I still dislike this guy. uh. Uh-oh. I love that, like, Anakin's, like, hand raising into the boom, 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 boom. That was good. How does that makeup stay on? How, though? I'm worried. No, I don't know this is a good idea, Ahsoka. He couldn't get in. I don't think it was him. This... This is just gonna look worse, isn't it? I don't... I don't know that this is Anakin. Her lightsabers are out. This is... Damn. Whoever's doing this, it's well crafted. Oh my god. This looks so bad. Nope. What's Anakin doing? Oh my god. God damn it, man. Ah, come on, Ahsoka. Running doesn't... Running makes it look so much worse. You know, Anakin will do whatever it takes. Like, just... Ah. I just turn around and trust Anakin to deal with the situation. And she falls from the roof. Yep. Typical maneuver. We lingered on the scene just a little bit too long of them running. Uh-oh. Damn. Oh my god, they saw her quickly up there. Goddamn. That door opened and they were like, there she is! The lighting in the scene is awesome. Well, damn. Cool. We don't see them in stun mode very often. Cool. Oh, that was pretty sick. That whole sequence. I know it wasn't much, but I don't know why it just looked cool to slide into, like, the hopping up with the... I don't know, I just really enjoy the lighting in the scene right now with the lightsabers out and everything. And the storm in the background, it looks great. Man. Whew, that was cool. Nice. I love her flips and twirls with the two lightsabers out. It looks so cool. Come on, Ahsoka. Why would you go with the plan of the person who is framing you? This is what they want. Damn. Oh, shit. She doesn't have her lightsabers to deflect it now. Oh, she has one. It made it so much worse with how much you ran. If she gets caught anyway, just give it up. Oh my god. Nice. I like the little detail of them turning the light on. I know it's such a small thing, but they very could have easily just had like the light be on when they came down or something, and like video game, it just like automatically comes on like a car's headlights when it gets dark enough on a newer car. They just automatically come on. Hey, there you go, Anakin. Is he able to follow it because he can like sense it? Well, that's not good. Unless some very convenient person comes and picks her up right at this moment. He did! Well, fortunately, a ship is right there. Damn it, Ahsoka! Well, damn. It makes for a compelling story, but in my opinion, a foolish choice, Ahsoka. Damn it. That is it, guys, for episode 18. Man. So, that was crazy. Like, the lighting, the facial animations all the way through the episode, like, right, like, during the... Primarily, I felt like during the eulogy and during that ending scene with Ahsoka and Anakin, I felt like the facial expressions were so much more expressive this episode. I don't really know why I feel that way. I mean, obviously, like, I guess if I'm wrong, I don't know why I feel that way, right? If they're the same as they always are. But let me know what you guys think. Did you guys think that the animation on the faces, like, kind of stepped it up a notch this episode? And then, once again, I mean, I said it like 3 times during the reaction. That outside scene, the way it was lit and everything, fantastic. I loved it. I love the way it looked. It looked so smooth. A lot of the animation just seemed smoother this episode. And I don't know if it's because I took a week off from the show and maybe like my like neurological biases in my brain where I'm like used to the way it looks every week, and then I take a week off and suddenly my like eyes are seeing it a little differently, or I don't know. Let me know if I'm crazy. But yeah, so Letta wanted help to talk about a Jedi that seems to be behind, that taught her how to do the bombs and everything, and then she gets force choked in the cell, and obviously we know it wasn't her, but it just doesn't look good. And then she runs, and it seems like whoever that Jedi is had some of the guards cut down to either make her look even worse or to help her get out. I don't know which one, or maybe both, right? So whoever it is has got to be pretty powerful to be able to force choke someone without even being in the room, right? Like, I feel like that's a very specialized skill, so I wonder who did it, you know? I mean, obviously, I don't want to pin everything on Palpatine, but it just makes me wonder if Palpatine's up to some kind of shenanigans or whatnot, because I imagine he has the power to be able to force choke someone, you know, like that. But then clearly they must have been just in that prison. So I imagine he somehow force choked her through the door. Now, haven't we seen someone get force choked through a screen in the movies, I think? Didn't Vader do that to someone? So I think it is established in this world at this point, I think that, well, I mean, obviously Vader is like a, you know, a special case in terms of power level and all that, and I guess that would technically be after this. But it's not unheard of that someone does it through a monitor, I think. Don't quote me on it, I could be wrong, but either way, like, so I guess it could have been through a monitor, but then we had those guys with, like, lightsaber cuts, like, in the hallway. So I feel like the person probably was there, cut those people down, giving her an escape route, you know? But whoever it is skilled enough to be in there and not seen, or somehow has the qualifications to be in there, and so they were. I don't know. I'm really interested, but yeah, I mean, obviously, I said it several times during the reaction. You guys know my stance on it. I don't think she should have ran. I think she should have just been like, you know, it just makes her look so much more guilty. It's going to make it so much harder to prove she had nothing to do with it than if she just turned herself in immediately and let Anakin, you know, help her. And I know she's emotional in this moment. It's a lot that just happened, and like she's trying to process, and she doesn't even have time to process because she just has to run and everything. But the way she kind of got a bit upset at Anakin of being like, you didn't come help me, and he's like, I tried, like, but they wouldn't let me in, and forcing my way in would have made you look way worse, you know? And it's like, yeah, I don't know. I agree with Anakin there. Like, so I don't know. Like, I get, once again, I get she's emotional. I understand, but yeah. So she decided to run. Once again, like I said, cinematically and story-wise, it's a very interesting and compelling having Ahsoka be on the run now, trying to like prove her own innocence and everything. It's always a fun story when that kind of thing happens. But it's just not the choice that I would have made, I don't think, in the moment. I think I would have just been like, I didn't do it. Like, and just tried to stand by that. But I mean, I guess there is that fear of like, what if they can't prove I'm innocent? What if there's nothing they can do to prove it, and I either get executed or permanent, like, you know, I don't know if they do like death sentence, but or what if they you know, just I'm in jail forever. I lose my like rank as a Jedi, I lose everything, and they never prove him innocent. I can see why she would like go down that thought process, but it's just the other thought process that would happen to me, because I don't have enough confidence in myself, is I'd be like, well, if I ran, what if I'm not skilled enough to, or I don't get lucky enough to prove my own innocence, and now I just made this look so much worse. And now I'm on the run as a fugitive while trying to prove my own innocence, you know? I think that would cross my mind too, and that's what would like lean me more towards like just turning myself in and being like, hey, I didn't kill her, you know? So, but it was all crafted so well of having Ahsoka be the one that was like kind of revenge happy right in front of Tarkin, and then have her be the one that gets summoned to Letta, and then Letta be killed right in front of her, and just the audio not working, so they weren't able to hear what Letta was saying and all that. So, like, it was just all set up so perfectly to frame Ahsoka. But, I mean, maybe they wanted Ahsoka to, I wonder, I said it during the reaction as well, I wonder if they wanted Ahsoka to escape, or were they just trying to make Ahsoka look worse, but then hope she'd like get caught in the end? Like, I wonder what the bad Jedi's plan was. It's really interesting because they obviously cut down some of the guards, which helped her escape, but that could have just been to make her look worse and like add on to her crimes to really make sure she goes away, kind of deal. But anyway, yeah. Really cool episode though. I never imagined that this investigation that happened last episode would lead to this. So I really wonder who the bad Jedi is. If it is a Jedi, you know, it could be freaking somehow be Palpatine working behind the scenes or whatever, you know. But I have a feeling it's not going to be Palpatine. Like, I didn't get Palpatine vibes. I could be wrong. We'll have to wait and find out. But I didn't get Palpatine vibes off of this, so I think it's someone else. Especially because like Letta seemed to know them and seemed to know them as a Jedi, and Palpatine isn't known as a Jedi. So, but I guess it's always possible that Palpatine has a hand in what happened, you know? Maybe Palpatine somehow, like, talked the guy into doing it, or girl, whoever the Jedi is. But, you know, Palpatine has his hands in many cookie jars. Anyway, yeah, I think that's it for me. I really love this episode, though. It was freaking amazing. I had a really good time watching it and everything, and I'm really excited to see where it goes. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. Links in the description below should be popping up on the screen. Where you can get 2 more episodes ahead of time through the early access tier on there. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.